All right. Welcome to Layers of the Culture. We doing like a little special episode. This is not in like I guess what you would say, like the episodic, thing. This is just today we're doing an album review. I'm here with my man Curtis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yeah, man, how was your week?
The week's been good, man. No problems there. Just enjoying life, man. Just working, and I'm a pretty uniform guy, so I always kind of stick to my same routine. Punch that clock until the clock punches me back.
Yeah, facts.
So just trying to make my little paycheck and eat another day.
Just to let y'all know, Curtis' birthday is coming up. He's gonna be the big 5-0. So you please hit his cash app and give him an AARP card, cake. We might need a couple.
Hey,
nah,
I'm gonna need that, man. Give me an AARP cake. You know what I mean? Ain't even gonna be strong enough to blow out the candles and none of that.
Give him an iron lung.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm gonna have to put my cash app up there so y'all can donate to the cause, the geriatric cause.
Man.
But nah, man, I'm a firm believer in, you're only as old as you feel, man.
Facts.
I'm happy that I can say I'm turning a big 5-0 and still feel like, I'm 20 years younger. You know what I mean? So I feel good about life.
And I mean, really, man, it's a blessing too, because really, a lot of people, which we're going to talk about, with this album review, unfortunately, a lot of people ain't made it your age. So,
right. Exactly. Exactly.
I just be clowning and shit, but, hey, man, one day, God willing, I'll be your age.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, definitely. So yeah, like you said, man, we're just doing an album review. So this is a segment that we're doing to cover the new Rakim album. It's called God's Network, the Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to kind of go through each song and just give our opinions on the album. The album has a theme of the number 7. Rakim has always been big on that because he's part of the nation of the gods and earths, the 5% nation. And so, I think 7 for them, I believe, is the number of God, I think. Number of completion. So, he did a 7 theme and 7 tracks. And, he heavily uses the number 7 there. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I don't know if I put them in the right order, but the first song, I guess we should talk about is the one he released that first video for, Be Ill, which features Corrupt from the West Coast legend, but he's kind of born in Philly, but either way. And then also Master Killer representing Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? Got to throw up the W for Wu. So yeah, man, I was pretty impressed with this song. You know what I mean? I love the beat. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, I give the beat a 9 for me. It's got a pretty good boom bap sound to it. And it's one of those beats that, pretty much anybody should be able to rap over it. Now, I think that Rakim kind of stays in that same pocket when it comes to his beats. They always stay at the kind of that mid-tempo, not too fast, not too slow, just enough so you can get your bars off. You know what I mean? So I was very happy with the beat choice on this one. Like I said, 9 out of 10 for me on that. I felt like all the rhymes, all the bars from all 3 of them were top notch, but I felt like Master Killer was my favorite on the song. And that's rare that you hear me say somebody sounded like they had slightly better bars than Rakim. Rakim is a God MC, so can't discount him. But man, Master Killer had me rewinding his verse. I was like, yo, I need to hear that again. So what was your thought about that song?
Yeah, like I said, I overall thought it was good. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like I said, like I was telling people, at first, I thought it was going to be, super, super Rakim heavy as far as like with the rapping. But, you know what I'm saying? As we get onto the album, we'll show you that it's not. You know, I will say I would say this is just me personally. I thought Inspector Deck and Corrupt doing the thing
would have been a little bit better.
Because
Okay.
well, I mean, because of the whole thing, you know, they did that one song together on the Pete Rock Soul Survivor.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay,
to have a
okay.
reunion of that would have been dope. But I appreciate the track, like you said, the beat is it's a classic boom bap. You know, definitely like a simple basic boom bap track. Um, yeah, everybody shined on it. I feel. Yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it was a good intro track.
Yeah.
And and like you said, everybody did top tier lyrics. So yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's up. So do you feel like this song was a good representation of Rakim as an artist?
I mean, as far as yeah, I mean, shoot, I mean, you can't really say that he's like, oh nah, Rakim's trash. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was, especially him doing everything, like the production and everything.
Right,
Because,
right.
it was definitely good intro. It's solid. It made a statement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Agreed. Definitely I think it was a good track to, do the video for. I think it was a good track to lead the album with. So I think that did work out. Um, Now, are the younger generations gonna flock to it? Probably not.
yeah.
Because I mean, they're already kind of hooked on that future style, that Drake type style, that designer type style.
Is that even around?
I don't
I
know.
ain't hear too much of
But he definitely had a distinct sound though.
it.
And you know what? I apologize because we were talking about how each other was doing. I never actually got to ask how your week was doing.
Nah, man, fuck me.
I was just saying, it didn't hit me till after the fact. Like, oh shit, I talked about my shit.
Fuck your feelings. I don't give a fuck what your week like.
Fuck this nigga feelings. My bad though. I want to publicly apologize. I got so into the album.
Nah, man, hey, as you should, man.
Yeah.
I've been pretty good, man.
That's what's up.
Work's been pretty good. Yeah, man.
That's it.
That's about it.
That's what's up, man. All right. Well, the second song, and any of y'all who are listening to this, let us know how you felt if you listen to the album. It's on YouTube. It's only 7 songs. 7 is the theme. So let's go ahead. The second track I got down is called Now Is the Time. Now, this one features BG from the Hot Boys and all of that, Lil Wayne and all of them. Also features Compton Menace. And, I gave the beat on this one an 8, 8 out of 10 for me. I felt like it was a really good beat, but, some parts I felt like could have been a little better, but it's, really good. Anything like for me, 8 and above is like top notch. But the rhymes were good. I think BG did a really good job on his rhymes. You know what I mean? He definitely sounded like he was back in that, early 90s, or I'm sorry, late 90s, early 2000s era. So he still got those types of rhymes. And if you were a fan, old enough to be a fan of his, you'd probably still like what he did. Compton Menace did a great job, as well as Rakim. And, it was a solid song. You know what I mean? I like that one. There was one thing that Rakim said in his bars that I thought was dope. He said, I'm still getting that 86 money. You know what I mean? He was letting you know because he came out in 86. He's like, yo, I'm still eating off of that. That's how good my shit is. I'm still eating off of the 86 money. So there's not too many artists who can say shit like that. You know what I mean? What did you think of that song?
Like you said with BG, and honestly, when the Hot Boys came out, outside of Juby was kind of like when he did High, he was kind of like the main guy, but BG was that dude. I always liked BG, especially when he did him and Prodigy, rest in peace, when they did the HNIC, the Young Black.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's a fucking classic.
Definitely.
But yeah, so the beat for me, I think it was it was still kind of boom bap-ish, but it was still, but you could tell like it wasn't New York. Like it was a different, like it was really good to, like as far as like not only just the rapping, but like listening to Rakim's ear.
Right.
Like, okay, well, these guys are going to be on it. This can't, we got to at least kind of cater to, the style. And then, because the Compton Menace, I mean, I don't know where, is he from? Like,
yeah, he's from Compton, as far as
Compton.
I know. Yeah.
And then the other guy, who's the other, the gun, who was the gun suit? Because I meant to write that down.
Yeah, I forgot to write it down too. My apologies.
I think he sounded like he's from up top.
Yeah.
So it was really good that he kind of had like a beat that wasn't New York, but
right.
It wasn't really like West, like it was like a
good, it was kind of right in the middle of where
solid blend. Like
pretty much anybody could rap on that.
Anybody could rap on it. So it was really good for him to have that ear to say like, yeah, because he could have been like, yeah, the whole album gonna be boom bap. So,
right.
But that was really good.
Absolutely. And shout out to Rakim because he produced most of the beats on the album. You know what I mean? He executive produced and produced the beats and stuff. So and scratching, yeah. And my bad. Because Rakim can do it all. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so he never really brags about that a lot. But if you do your research, you'll know he does a lot of his own stuff.
But most of the, back in the day, because I mean that's something that Be Real as Cypress Hill was talking about one time. Like really, most of the rappers they could do it. You know what I'm saying? Because they was kind of like they would kind of had not necessarily had to. They just I don't know if they just did it, but it was just like, hey, what happened if your DJ's sick or something like that?
Right, hey, exactly. I could jump back there. I could
jump back there, and that speaks good for like the culture. Like not only I could rap, but I can do a little bit of that. Like Ice-T when he did Home Invasion, Ice-T did and let his DJ rap and it's talk about the pimp.
Yeah,
got the pimp on the wheels. That was one of my favorite tracks on that album, though. Man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
It was cool to, like, do that type of stuff.
That's dope, man. Yeah. I mean, that's when you can tell somebody really loves hip hop. You know what I mean? And I salute Rakim for being, able to do multiple things. Bismarck was a DJ as well. Shaq is a DJ.
Run.
Yep, Run. Shaq, man, I mean, that dude's worth millions and millions of dollars and he'll still go DJ a party. You know what I mean? Just because he loves hip hop. I love that shit, man. And Shaq, he be having the crowd moving too.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, on to the next song. The third song I got down is called Love is the Message. Now, this is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah, I think my favorite.
So this one features Nipsey Hussle, Planet Asia.
Which I was dope.
Right, exactly. And I think the beat on this one, I felt like it was a perfect mixture to me. It felt like it had a West Coast flavor to it, but it also had a boom bap East Coast flavor to it. It was like I don't know how he was able to pull that shit off.
That was crazy.
Yeah, so to me, I gave that one a 9.5 actually out of 10. So I love that one. Perfect beat. Nipsey did his thing. And I hate that, we don't have Nipsey here to hear this, but I don't know if he recorded this for Rakim, or if it was just some extra rhymes that he had and Rakim was just like, yeah, let me get that.
Or it could be AI.
Yeah. I don't think it was AI, but it could be. Nowadays they're doing a little bit of everything, but well, yeah. What did you think of that song altogether?
Man, I'm pretty much with you. It's definitely one of my favorite tracks of the whole album. Only great was how come we didn't get Snoop Rakim?
I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same shit.
But as far as the but yeah, it was good. As far as like, I mean, it was really cool to have Nipsey on the track.
Yeah,
like someone that's really revered. You know what I'm saying? That he was kind of like not necessarily underground, but people didn't know about him until after he died. And then you had like Planet Asian, where like
Right.
he's kind of revered in the underground circles. Like you had to be
Right.
ahead to really know who Planet Asian.
Exactly.
So it was good. And then the other two guys, Louis King, I think his bars was great, and I think it was Kobe Hutton. Kobe
I'm not
Hutton,
sure.
who,
But and what he did was he put Snoop right at the end, like just a little snippet of Snoop talking, and he was giving props to Rakim. He was like, if I wasn't Snoop, the only other person I could think I would want to ever be is Rakim, which is a dope snippet to put in there. But it's like, damn, this would have been a dope beat for Snoop to rap on.
Oh, definitely.
So it's like, damn, we should have got some Snoop bars.
Yep. And and shout out to the lady. I think Sally Green. Yeah, her vocals were great. Like on the chorus, it was smooth. A little smooth, kind of like a smooth R&B, jazzy type. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she definitely carried that chorus. And again, like I said, I don't think it was. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't so like overly heavy, like, and I think Rakim understood, like, well, I can't really use my voice here. Let's have someone.
Right. That's true.
And my other gripe too, I think, not that I think Rakim intro was a little rough on that.
Okay.
Yeah, you see what I'm seeing.
Right.
I mean, but it was still good. And I like the reference with the roads of concrete, because I think that was kind of giving Credos the
yeah.
So I understood what he was doing.
Facts.
I appreciate that Rakim sees things and he's like, hey, I am the God MC, but hey, I'm a fan of this too.
Exactly.
And I think that's what he put on this. That was definitely clear.
Yep, definitely, man. And again, y'all let us know what y'all think, so far about the album. If you heard it, if you haven't, please go take a listen and then, drop some comments. So the next song, fourth one, is going to be God's Playground. Now this one features 38 Special, who's out of New York. We got Fred the Godson, rest in peace to him. We had a snippet from DMX. We also got Sky Zoo. So yeah, now this one, I like the beat, but it wasn't one of my favorites. Now this one I gave the beat like a 7.5. I thought it was a good beat, but I felt like it was kind of, for me, it came off kind of like just a easy, just basic beat. I didn't put a whole lot into it. Just another beat that I made. It didn't really stand out to me, but it was still a good song. My favorite on there was Fred the Godson. I always love, hearing him rhyme. I thought it was also dope. You had DMX doing a prayer.
Yeah.
So, you can't go wrong with that. You know what I mean? The Thug's prayer. You know what I mean? Let me tell you. Amen. Yeah. Amen, nigga. But it was a dope song for me. What did you think about God's Playground?
Yeah, pretty much the same sentiment. I would say one thing about DMX, one thing about him, no matter who he rapped with, and that's another thing. I wish we got some X bars. So I was kind of conflicted by the prayer.
Yeah.
One thing about X, and I kind of found this out after he died. He always closed the shit down
with a prayer.
Who he was with.
Yep.
If he was because he did a song with Rakim back in 2014. Whoever he was with, Rakim, Jay, Nas, him, he could close it.
Facts.
He was like the closure. I mean, there might be some cats that was lyrical than him, but he could always close the track out.
Yeah.
And I think that's a gift that a lot of people don't have.
Absolutely.
Especially one that like, okay, my lyrics ain't, maybe not be the strongest, but I know what to say to close it out.
Yeah, and that's what one thing I like about DMX. He can actually do both. He can open a song, he can close a song. Wherever you put him at, he could kill it.
Yeah.
But it's hard to be that last one. You know what I mean, to close it out too. And it reminds me also when we talk about him praying. It reminds me of that clip of Jay-Z talking about how he had to go on after DMX that one time, and he was like, "Yo." After he shut it down with the prayer, it was nothing. They didn't want to hear shit I had to say. I'm not Yo, I was weak. I was like, yo, he ain't even lying. I couldn't even imagine going on after that.
That's great, man. That's great.
It's a hard knock life.
So I can go into it, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I can rap.
Yo, that shit's funny as shit, though.
Oh,
but yeah, DMX is not somebody you want to follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, we can go ahead and move on.
I was going to say this.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm sorry, but I was going to say this, especially, DMX for the most part, he was a Christian.
Yeah.
And for Rakim to be, and let me make this statement. If you black, you black. I don't care what religion you are. You can be Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, 5%, nation God, whatever. But when we black, we black. So we all in the same struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So this religion shit, like, oh well, this is right. Like, nah, dead that shit.
Right.
So, but what I liked about it to see like, okay, this man is a Christian. I'm a 5%, but I want this on
my song.
On my song because this is an essence of who he is. You know what I'm saying? Who DMX was, what type of man of faith he was. And for, because at one time, you know what I'm saying, it was, all this, oh, well, you got to be divided against this one, the whole divide and conquer shit, like the whole, like, oh, black people got to, if you're a black Christian, you good, you go to glory, but, don't give it to Muslims and all these other people. Right. They're bad. And, y'all don't need to, and it's like, especially like a white person say that, I kind of, at first, I didn't know no better, but now it's like, yeah, okay.
Right.
I see. Okay, even if they 5%ers, I may not agree with them, but unlike your ancestors, sir, they didn't enslave me. So yeah, I kind of gotta look at you sideways. Okay, I say all that to say this: it was good for Rakim to like, hey, this, let me display this man's faith. I mean, like I said, I was conflicted about it because I would like to hear X bars, but him praying and then him saying like, hey man, sometimes we take the things for granted. When do you ask God for that last, thank God for that, for breathing. Thank God for like that last sip of water. Those are just, you know what I'm saying? It just, I ain't gonna lie, I about damn near cried, man.
Yeah, man.
It was just like, yo, I felt that.
Yeah, DMX, man, he was so genuine. You always gonna feel what he's saying. So I loved it too, man. And I would definitely encourage y'all to go check it out. I kind of feel like that's why he called it God's Playground, because I feel like he's saying like, like Fred the Godson and DMX, they're passed on, so now they're maybe playing in God's playground. You know what I mean? Because in our generation, that was some of the best times of your life, the playground. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? These kids growing up now, they're gonna say, well, some of my best times was on the Xbox. You know what I mean?
Shit, Xbox,
and I mean, that's cool and all, but yeah, that ain't, trust me, it's nothing like being outside and playing with your friends. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nothing like it. So, and I think that, I feel like that's why he did that, because of X and Fred the Godson. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next song. Next one is Pendulum Swing. So that one has Crooked Eye. That's going to be bar heavy. Cannabis, bar heavy. LA the Dark Man, and Chino XL, rest in peace. Man, listen. This is one of my other favorite songs too, man.
Chino's the bird.
Yeah. Chino put a stamp on this song, man. This might be the last, 16 we hear from Chino. You know what I mean? I don't know if he got any other ones in the chamber that just never got recorded, but I hope so, because Chino was always different. You know what I mean? I always liked that about him. But the song overall, I gave the beat an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a good beat. The rhymes, of course, dope. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong with Crooked Eye. Now, one little thing I had about this song, I felt like Crooked Eye should not have been the opener. I felt like it should have been more like on Rakim to really open the song, but he kind of let Crooked Eye open it. Now Crooked Eye sounds good either way, but I just felt like his rhyme sounded like it should have followed something else. So I don't know if it was just me, but it felt like maybe this should have been in the middle or something like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Overall, it was great. You got Cannabis on there, LA the Dark Man, so it's all bar heavy for all of them. And then Chino XL, I think he was the last one on there.
Chino was the last.
So he was perfect, I think, to close it out though, because Chino just he just laid the song to rest and was like, all right, y'all got the best bars y'all gonna get, so I'm gonna go ahead and head up to heaven now. He laid it down. So what did you think about that?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it definitely was one, like you said, it's bar heavy. I think Cannabis honestly was the weakest link. And
Agreed.
It should have been cleaned up a little bit because, like, should have had a pop filter because it was like, yeah, I'm gonna go here and spit all the peas.
Right.
All I get, with the rhymes, with the peas.
I felt the same way.
Peas. I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Man. But what he was saying, like, I'm not gonna take that away from him.
Yeah, he said some dope lyrics.
Some dope
but the vocals were a little rough because he's so raspy now. The older he gets, he's just more, so it's like, damn, they could have cleaned that up a little bit. Yeah. So.
But overall, yeah, it was still good. Like, what I'm saying? Shout out to Chino XL, rest in peace. I like that line that said, yeah, you're going to need a paramedic. Yeah, like I said, a paramedic.
A pair of medics, yo. That was dope, man. I was like, yo, Chino still got the bars, man. Gotta love it. So, yeah, man, that was a dope song. And then the next song is called International. Now, this is definitely one that got my attention because he got Coogee Rap on there and then Joel Ortiz and then somebody called Tri-State. And so for me, I was, as soon as I heard he had something with Coogee Rap and then Joel Ortiz, I was like, oh yeah, this is about to be bar heavy, gritty, give you that street vibe. Okay. But so yeah, this one I gave the beat a 9.5. I love the beat on this one. Rakim definitely did his thing on this one. Definitely gave you that boom bap, almost like a Mob Deep type of beat on this one. And Coogee Rap killed it. He sets it off. Joel Ortiz, he did his thing. All of them are bar heavy, man. The dude Tri-State. So yeah, I loved it, man. What did you think about this one?
Oh yeah, going back to the other song too.
Oh my bad. Say, Pendulum Swing.
Yeah, that and because we could tie it into the international too. Rakim has really been like, I felt like he got more comfortable doing the hooks.
Yeah.
Like his hook game is like nice.
Agreed.
It's like, yo, that hook is just like the way he's saying it. I mean, hell, even one time I think Lloyd Banks was rapping and had Rakim on it. And Rakim just did a hook. But the hook was just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, the deal is all about the dollar bit. Like the way he said it, So yeah, but Rakim hook was like dope.
It was.
National and Pendulum Swing. And then also, the next song. But yeah, it was definitely no. Because like Big Twin did the hook on that. But yeah, it was still it was still dope. Listen, Coogee Rap. Anytime I'm Coogee Rap with anybody, I'm fucking listening to it, man. And then Joel Ortiz. Only gripe I had about that, I really wish, I don't know why he wanted to separate the two, but I really would like Joel Ortiz and King Crooked be on a song together with that.
Yeah.
But I guess he wanted to do it separate.
Right. Yeah, Rakim is very strategic and, he's very principle oriented. So he's always like, this is what works for me. This is what I think is the best way. And I guess he may have felt like, put Crooked over here, put Joel over there. So, but yeah, it would have been dope if they were both on the same song.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good song. Go check that out. Like I said, it's called International. And the last song, the seventh one, was called Sign of Seven. To really complete the album. Like you said, 7 is the number of completion. Got 7 in the title. We got 7 tracks. So this was like a perfect way to end off the album. This one featured Prodigy, who was also a student of the 5% Nation, like Rakim. We got X-Rated. We got Method Man, who's also a student of the 5%ers, and Big Twin. So yeah, I mean, this one was a really good way to end off the album. I really thought. Now the beat, I gave it a 7.5 on this one. I didn't feel like it was my favorite beat, but I did like it. And I may have to go back and listen to it, but like you said, Big Twins did the hook and all of that, and it was overall a good song. I mean, you got Prodigy on there. It felt like this was actually recorded for Rakim. Prodigy it really feels like he actually did this with Rakim. Now I don't know if he did, and they just had it a long time. I'm not familiar with the rhyme, but it went perfectly with Rakim's theme here. So, but yeah, what did you think about that one?
That's always. I mean, Prodigy was probably like one of my favorite rappers, man. I mean, and like I explained to people, like when I was coming up, when I really started getting into hip hop, like my favorite groups was, Cypress, Mobb Deep, and Goody Mob. You know what I'm saying? So there was like all the 3 regions. And I even knew at the time, like, okay, they may not be the best group, but in order to do the hip hop, y'all got to at least sound like these guys.
Right.
And these guys kind of got like the foundation, and things in place.
They set a standard.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was like, yeah, these are my groups. But man, Prodigy, man, like the rhyming and stuff like that, and sometimes Prodigy can say shit not rhyme, but it's just so dope how he does it. So it was always good to hear that. Method Man, man, it's always great to hear Method Man now because I like the fact that he don't really cuss and things like that, and he really and it's really like it really draws you in, and it's like, man, he's gonna cuss, he's gonna say something, but even if it does, it's like, fuck that, nah. But it's like, but the way he does it, and he don't over glorify violence and everything, but it's still heavy, and also too, it was good to put Method Man with Prodigy because they did a song together with Distortion off Hell on Earth, so I kind of got that vibe again. It was good to hear Big Twins on that. X-Rated, was a good filler. Outro, didn't like the outro with him interviewing with Charlemagne the God. Only 5% of the eat pork. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But I mean, other than that, but I understand why he did it.
Why he used it,
But other than that, like I said, I think it was a solid album.
Agreed.
A lot of people did on it, and one transition while this was out. So
and that's why I wonder. I feel like he might have done that on purpose, but I know I saw an interview with the guy who helped him executive produce it, which is a whole long story because he got into it with some of the 5% Nation because one of the early drafts for the album cover, they used the 5% flag symbol and kind of did it a little raw, had put a crucifix in it. And so he got a lot of flack. So I saw a long video about that where he was on a live with 3 different people from the 5% Nation, and they kind of grilled him about it. Actually, one of them was King's son. Remember King's son?
The
rapper, yeah. So but I think the album still came out good, and I think he said that it was his dream to work with Rakim and just let Rakim do Rakim. And so I think it came out the way Rakim wanted it. I wish that more younger kids would go back and try to learn more about people like Rakim and give their music a chance. Because it's like, they want us to give their music a chance. So it's like, do the same thing. Go back and listen to some of the people we call the greats and at least show, that you can appreciate it. Even if it's not your favorite, you know, you can appreciate something about it. You know what I mean? So
Well, I like the fact that I think this is Rakim like experiment and stuff. I like the fact that like he was able to experiment, and a lot of people a lot of people they're not that's a big risk
yeah,
to do that. And I mean, I think he's in a place where he's comfortable. Like, yeah, you know what? This is always what I wanted. This is what I'm making this for me. But if you happen to like it, yeah, cool.
exactly,
But
exactly.
and it was really good for him to do that. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think he just really wanted to do a lot of features and stuff like that because he really hasn't done that many over the years. So I thought that was great that he did that. So, but overall, I love the album, man, and I hope that y'all check it out.
What would you rate it?
Overall, I would give it like somewhere between an 8.5 and a 9 to me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's fair. I would give it probably 8.5.
yeah. And we want to hear from y'all. You know what I mean? What did y'all rate it? On a scale of 1 to 10, can you give it a rating? What did you think about the songs collectively, individually, the beats, all of that? You know what I mean? And we'll talk. Before we close out too, I want to mention this, man. It's off the subject, but Chino XL, I put up a post for his birthday recently, and there was a lot of people talking shit about him in the comments. They was like, "Oh yeah, Pac killed him." I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Are y'all serious right now?"
All Pac said was Chico XL, fuck you too.
Right.
How did he get killed?
Exactly.
How did he get killed?
It was like multiple people was like, "Oh yeah, Pac." One person said specifically Pac killed him. Like, like he died because of Pac. And then, other people were just saying stuff like Pac ended his career or some shit like that. But yeah, that shit pissed me off, man. I was like, yo, I'm trying not to be mean and start blocking people, but I was like, yo, y'all, I'm gonna let the people in the comments handle y'all.
Man, yeah, that's the only thing I hate about like when it comes to hip hop. It's like we try to celebrate everybody. I mean, Pac was a
Exactly.
part of hip hop, so we celebrate him too. But what I hate is like you got a lot of people that just like with Drake and Eminem fans, you got people that just Pac and big fans. They don't
Facts.
know nothing about hip hop, and I hate that shit.
Facts. All you know is certain figures in hip hop. You don't
Yeah,
know hip hop.
yeah,
So
I can't stand that.
that's crazy.
Oh, before so with the album, um, just in case, like if Rakim was do God's Network Rebirth Part Two, I had a list of some people I would like for him to work with.
Okay.
One, Big Daddy Kane. I know everybody had that, oh man, Big Daddy supposed him and Rakim supposed to, have a versus back in the day, but
Yeah.
I would definitely like him to do that, especially with him, Big Daddy Kane, KRS One on the track. Call that shit the real big three.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that
That would be
that'd be
dope.
nice.
That would be dope.
That'd
You know
be
what I mean?
nice.
Go back to one of those old school like Set It Off type beats or the Wrath of Kane type beats and just let him go fucking ham on that shit. Rock him, Kane, even get Coogee Rap back on that shit.
Oh yeah,
Man, listen. But anyway, go ahead. My bad.
Nah, you good. KRS. I mean, we already said KRS One. Nas, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Raz Kaz.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, I really wish he was on that "Love Is the Message" joint with the whole West thing. But I understood, you know what I'm saying. But playing Asia and Nipsey being on there, that was pretty dope within itself. That was
right.
Man, that was a moment.
Yeah.
Inspector Deck, as Rio Reza said above, be ill,
Mm-hmm.
have corrupt and Inspector Deck doing a song again, kind of like with the Soul Survivor joint. But definitely like to see that. Even though with the wave and everything right now, I like them to do something like if he's going to reach into the newer generation, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Oh yeah.
I would love to see that.
Especially for me, Kendrick. I think Kendrick would be dope next to Rakim, based on his rhyming style. J. Cole is of course a GOAT in his own right, but I think he kind of falls more in line with the Kane type of style. You know, it's dope, but he's more about that wordplay. And Kendrick is going to get a little wordplay, but he's going to get scientific on you too.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm like, yeah, both of them would be dope.
So I put also Big Sean.
Okay.
Guru, rest in peace. I would love to hear like the Guru's verse. Ghost and Ray, obviously. The Locks. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, can't go wrong with the Locks.
Zelda,
man, listen.
Yeah. And Rome Streets. Yeah, Rome Streets.
Okay.
I just added them because I meant to put them on there.
Yeah,
definitely Sadat X because, you know, that's Rakim's favorite rapper. So
yeah.
You know, maybe not all the brand new, but maybe Sadat.
At least Sadat, you know, if nothing else.
Maybe Pumbaa. Pumbaa would be definitely dope. Yeah, man. So, but yeah, I think, you know, as far as like the album, I think it was great. Have EPMD on there.
Oh yeah, that would be dope too.
Because you know they had a history about everybody was saying like EPMD sounded like Rakim, and
right.
It's like you had to put that to rest.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, man, I'm glad they squashed that early on. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, all of that sound like it would be dope for a sequel album. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to like I want Rakim to have more Rakim, but if he's going to go on this production route and like actually rap and everything too, I definitely like to hear more stuff like him doing more features and, you know, getting actually, you know, making more production stuff and everything like that. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, if Rakim listens, you know, you can, you know, get these ideas out here, or you know what I'm saying? You say, fuck them niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's the God, you know what I'm saying?
God, MC.
God.
Yeah, man.
But I just, you know. Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Rakim, man. You know, this dude has just had an impeccable career, and you know, I'm happy that he's still dropping music. I don't know if this will be his last or not, but you know, I'm all for make music until you can't make music. You know what I mean? So keep it coming, Rakim.
Yeah.
And before we sign off, did you have anything else you want to drop?
Oh yeah. So, you know, give us some feedback about this. We definitely we want to do the Pete Rock and the Common and Pete Rock album, the Auditorium Volume 1. We'll definitely try to do that, you know, at a later date. We also want to we'll probably do like the Death of Slim Shady, you know, just to eventually. And whenever Kendrick drop his shit.
Yeah, you know because I know that's coming soon.
Yeah, that's gonna be coming soon.
Yeah, that's coming soon.
Yes, we'll definitely try to review that. But yeah, man, I think that's it.
All right. Well, for Layers of the Culture, we really appreciate all of y'all support.
Yes.
You know, before we go, hit the buttons: like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
I need $25,000
for the speaking engagement.
$25,000 for the speaking.
Yes, sir.
I need $250,000.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you gonna bring that? Nigga, please.
Right, nigga, please.
Shout out King Randall.
Yeah, man. Shout out King Randall. Whoa.
Hot mic.
Why am I doing that?
That's probably
This is that one.
My big ass.
All right, my bad, y'all.
Yeah,
we don't know what happened, but it is what it is. I'll try to edit it out a little bit.
That's probably me picking on cameras.
Right. Either that or it was Dr. Umar. He, you know, how he come out with nowhere with the stare. Yeah. Just, you know, you're like, oh, okay. All right, my bad. All right, y'all. For Layers of the Culture, we'll be back next time. Next time will be episode, 13?
Yeah, be 13.
All right, so look out for that. We appreciate y'all. Peace.